To buy
or not to buy?
that is the question. Here on Big Chunky.
Here on NPR's version of Big Chunky.
I hate you.
Hello, everyone out there in Radio Land.
Hello.
You sound like the sweaty balls people from Saturday Night Live.
The sweaty balls. I don't think I remember.
You don't know about sweaty balls?
I think I remember something revolving around that. I thought that was Rick and Morty though.
You need to
That's
do your
sweaty.
research on sweaty balls.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Big Chunky. We are back with another to buy.
Or not to buy.
He's going to answer our questions again. It's just like he always does.
Yep. Questions you didn't even ask.
What am I buying? There.
Dude, let's go into it. I like to start with what not to buy.
Okay. What not to buy?
What I'm not buying is anything slightly, even remotely, touching with the tips of their little fingers Boba Fett. If you're touching or around or surrounded by or about Boba Fett, I'm not buying you right now. I haven't seen a book move this far, this fast since.
What do you mean this far?
Since Miles Morales.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You see books double in a shorter period of time. You know, you see books gain 40, 50, 60%
Oh, yeah.
overnight.
Yeah.
This book has quadrupled. And I'm talking about Star Wars number 42. We'll talk about a few books real quick. I'm going to run right through them. I'm not going to waste anybody's time. The one we're going to talk about and break down the numbers on is Star Wars number 42, the first appearance of Boba Fett, which is also the very first appearance of Palpatine.
Ah.
And I believe Yoda.
Really?
IG-88.
Interesting.
Bosk. Dengar. All the bounty hunters, basically.
Yeah.
It's a part of the adaptation of The Empire Strikes Back from the comic book line. So really, this is the grail. As far as the first comic book series is concerned from 1970s, from Star Wars, this has turned into the grail. It's beaten number one. It's now the most expensive sought after book.
That's crazy.
But because of Mandalorian season 2 and an upcoming Boba Fett show, everything has just caught fire. So Star Wars 42, that's the one we're going to talk about. Also, go ahead and Casey, flip through them real quick.
Sure.
Because I do want to talk about these other books real quick. So Star Wars number 68 has always been a coveted book from Star Wars and comic book collectors.
Yeah, this is a comic that I recognize the cover of.
Because Boba Fett is on the cover.
Yeah.
Right? No, you're wrong. It's not Boba Fett.
Oh, that's right. We
Yeah.
talked about this.
We did when we recorded this the first time.
Yeah.
So this is actually a book that, again, is super hot, doubled or tripled in value in the last month or so. Definitely stay away from 68 because it's not really Boba Fett on the cover.
Yeah, who is it?
It's just another Mandalorian.
Okay.
So this is a cool book in that it is the first mention of Mandalorians. So now with the Star Wars universe expanding and everybody knows about the Mandalorian and Mandalorians in general, it's cool because it's the first appearance, per se, of Mandalorians in comic book.
Well, how is that?
But that's
true?
a different Mandalorian. Boba Fett makes an appearance in the comic, but the origin, we've always thought this was the origin of Boba Fett. It's not. It's the origin of this other Mandalorian.
Okay.
He isn't. So I expect this book. It's an iconic cover. It is the first appearance of Mandalorians, but I expect this one to tail off more than the rest of them.
Okay.
Even more than 42, because 42 is going to hit a lull. It's going to drop down. Don't know how far it's going to go because Boba Fett's got his own stuff coming out. The Star Wars universe is in the very, very infancy stage of doing what the MCU has done for Marvel.
Yeah.
So a lot of good things coming forward for Star Wars.
I'm super excited for that.
Yes, it's super duper exciting. So skipping to the next book, if there was a book on here and it's already caught on that has been undervalued for a while, it is Star Wars number 81 because it is the book that has the story about how Boba Fett got out of the Sarlacc pit.
No longer canon.
So it's not canon. We don't know in canon how he got out, or as far I don't know at least.
Yeah, I don't.
But it doesn't matter. This book, again, this has gone up far, far more than triple because it was really an $8 to $10, $15 book in their mint until people caught on and realized, oh shit, that's how he got out. So now it goes for $75 or $80. So it's blown up as well. So
Interesting.
I'd like to have it. It's an awesome painted cover.
Yeah, no, that's a really nice cover. I like that.
I'm going to let it die down.
Boba Fett never changes poses.
So this is no, he's always shooting someone. So the trio Star Wars books that we're talking about, 42, 68, and 81. I'm not buying any of them right now. They've gotten just too hot. If you want to switch to the numbers real quick,
Yeah.
we'll look at number 42 because it is the Grail of Grails, and I mean you'll see that last year a 9.8 was going for about $400. The last sale on it, which was 2 days ago,
That is ridiculous.
$1,800.
That is crazy.
So you see those 300% plus gains. Well, 300% means quadruple.
Yeah.
The value quadrupled. So you've got the 9.8 going. We're heading towards a 5-bagger at this point, and the 9.6s have quadrupled. The 9.4s have quadrupled. It's ridiculous.
And the 9.4 only doubled. Oh, no, last sale. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong.
309%.
Wow.
So everything's quadrupled from what it was less than a year ago. I don't touch books when they do that. If you look at the high and low, the Star Wars 9.8, the high in 2018 or 2019 was $480. One sold for $2,000 just a few weeks ago.
That is.
Again,
I just
quadruple.
don't under.
So I love
That's
Boba
crazy.
Fett. I love me some Star Wars. I learned a great deal after watching what's happened with this book and some other Star Wars books, Clone Wars #1. I've learned that, or I've answered a question of my own, was that do Star Wars books, comic books, have legs? The answer is yes. So this book and other books have answered a question for me, which is, do Star Wars comic books have legs? Will they explode when they're adapted to the screen? And yes.
Okay.
An emphatic
A big old thick yes.
I always wondered, are Star Wars fans and comic fans, I know a lot of them overlap, but is there enough of the ones that overlap to really put a lot of money into those comics whenever something happens on screen? And
I bet there's
Yes.
a
Yes.
lot of people
Yes.
that are just Star Wars fans that get into the Star Wars comics without being comic
there's
people.
some of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, the answer, a book will go from 400 to 1800 in a few short months.
It sure will. The data's right here.
So that's what I'm not buying.
It says it right there. So you're not buying that.
I'm not buying any of the Boba Fetts
Okay.
right now. So what I am buying is Thor number 337. It is, of course, the first appearance of Beta Ray Bill.
Oh, Beta Ray Bill.
So this one it's in its cooling period. It had a spike last year when it was like Christian Bale. Is he going to be Beta Ray Bill? Is Beta Ray Bill going to show up in Thor: Love and Thunder? Is he going to show up in Guardians of the Galaxy? Is he going to show up somewhere? So like all that talk happened a year or so ago. The book spiked. It's now in its lull. And so there's room to grow. We've already seen what it hit. It hit 1,000 in 9.8. It's down to about the 650 range. And I expect that...
You want me to put on the numbers?
Yeah, you can. I expect that when he is announced, when the casting is announced, some announcement revolving around Beta Ray Bill, whether it's what movies he's going to show up in or who's playing him, the book's going to surpass the $1,000 mark that it hit and go into maybe the stratosphere.
The stratosphere.
Whatever
you
that
say.
may be. So, yeah, I'm talking about the regular direct version right now. $426 last year for a 9.8. It's at $650 right now, so it has gained 50%, which is fine. You can see the 9.6s and 9.4s, very minimal gains.
Yeah.
$30, $40 each, so whatever it is. The high of the 9.8 last year hit 770. The high this year is only 780. It's flat. It's 1%. So you see the flatness, the plateau. The plateau is always when I like to start looking at buying.
Right.
Because the plateau means it's not going any lower. It's hit a level of resistance at the bottom. We've already seen where it can go in the past. So you've got that window. And right now the window's $350 or so.
Yeah.
But again, there's been no casting news. There's only been rumors. He's going to show up. We promise. Christian Bale might play him. Maybe. So when something official happens between now and whenever, you're going to see it blow up. So real quick, there's multiple versions of this one, like everything else.
Of course there are.
I got a few pictures here. There's really 4 to talk about. they all look exactly the same, essentially. So,
Well, sorry, viewers, this one's not going to get any bigger.
so you've got the regular version, which is the direct market version in the United States.
Right, okay.
What you're looking at right there is the Canadian price variant.
This is the Canadian price variant.
No, that is the direct version, I believe. Yeah. Yes, the Canadian price variant 75% or 75-cent price point. So you'll see the barcode at the bottom, 75 cents. It has been reported that the print run of the Canadian price variant is less than 5% of the overall print run. So I think, again, when this blows up and people focus their attention on this for at least a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, like how this usually happens, they're going to start looking for the rarest versions. I believe the rarest version is going to be the Canadian price variant.
Do people pay attention to Canadian comics?
Yes.
Because people,
Yes.
like, I figured they would typically pay more attention to domestic stuff.
Yeah, this isn't in the collector community. This isn't the same as if you had like a comic from Denmark or Spain or Portugal or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know if they treated Canada the same.
No, where the art might be different.
Okay.
The language is obviously different.
Right, yeah.
Sometimes the storylines are different.
Sure.
Yeah. This was simply the same print run. These go to Canada.
Gotcha.
So yes, Canadian price variants on a lot of key issues go for multiples. This one is about a 50% multiple right now on a 9.8. Because the 9.8 right now, again, $650 for the regular edition. The Canadian price variant is going for about $950.
Damn.
So it's about a 50% bump. I expect that gap to be bigger again when people start focusing on this. They're like, which one do I got to have? Oh, I got to have the rarest one. I expect it probably will get to the point where it doubles the regular version.
Okay.
If I had to guess. So that's the one to look out for. There's also, like I said, the direct edition and the newsstand edition in the US. I don't know. I haven't seen any information as to like which one. I know newsstands are going to be rare and high grade like it always is. But as far as from a population standpoint, CGC doesn't break it down. GPA doesn't break it down. So it's kind of hard to tell. You just know that it's rarer. It's not
by default,
It's not going to be as rare as Canadian price variant. And then the fourth one is the Mark Jewelers insert, which
a lot of the comics back
people
then
love.
had those inserts.
There was a 10-year span or something or whatever.
Yeah.
So there is a Mark Jewelers variant of this one. So again, not a lot of data on it. They appear to get about 40 to 50% more than the regular version. But again, this is another thing where if you can get a 9.8 Mark Jewelers, which I didn't see any of on GPA.
Yeah.
I didn't see any on there. If you can get one, I wouldn't be shocked if it doubled the regular direct market edition.
That's crazy.
So what I'm buying now is store number 337. I'm going to look for it at 9.8. And I'm going to look for it in the 9.6 or higher Canadian price variant and or Mark Jewelers. That's what I'm going to put my money
Mark
into.
Jewelers is
going to be a lot of money.
Yeah.
But, again, my prediction is that the regular direct edition goes from the $665 right now to $1,000, $1,100 when an announcement is made. I expect the Mark Jewelers and or Canadian price variants to push that $2,000 mark when that happens. That's what I expect.
All right.
So am I going to pay an extra $100, $200 now? Yeah,
Okay.
I am. So that's what I'm buying. The rarer versions, specifically, of Thor 337.
I like it. Interesting. I'd like to see. Is the only thing that's different about the Canadian comic just the price?
From what I can tell. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Well.
So look out. Hey, go shopping. You're looking for the 75-cent price point. There's going to be some instances where people don't know what they have.
Yeah.
They're
all
not
the
going to
time.
list it as the Canadian price variant.
Yeah.
But it's going to be. Keep your eyes peeled.
On eBay.
That's all I got.
All right. I like it. Let us know down below what you think about this week's suggestions of. Yeah.
Don't buy Boba Fett.
Suggestions. Don't buy it. Jesus Christ, don't buy it. It's so expensive right now. Don't buy it.
It's too late.
Yeah. Yeah, you missed your boat. Sorry.
Yeah. Try next year. It's going to hit a lull. It's going to go back down. Buy it.
Right before.
Because then
Right
Boba
before the
Fett
show comes out. Yep.
Or Mandalorian Season 3 or whatever.
Season 3 is coming out on Christmas next year.
Yes. So maybe next summer,
Yeah.
spring, summer, take a look.
Yep. Keep your ass peeled. Subscribe for more content like this all the time. Like for liking.
Just like it.
Like it. And we'll see you on the next one.